Can someone confirm that? Can you see my screen? My screen is visible. Are you the only one not seeing it? Others, can you reply, please? Let's get to work. We don't have time. I have just 30 minutes in this class. Okay. My screen is on. What about now? What about now? Can you see my screen? Who is talking, please? Who is talking? Someone should unmute and talk. Can you see my screen?
No, sir. No, sir.
My screen is on. My screen is on. If you are not seeing it, maybe it's network. But you may need to log out and join again. Okay. So let's get to work. Holy Spirit, please help us. So we are dealing with church flyer design. So these are some principles you need to know about church flyer design. Just like I was saying yesterday. When you are designing a church flyer, everything you are using should have relation with the theme. From the color, from to the image, to what to font. Font has a way of speaking. I don't know if you get. So whatever you are using, your choice of imagery or background manipulation should suit what the topic. There was a flyer that was posted online recently, and there was dragging up and down. It was about blood, and everything about the design was red. Like it was like an occult kind of. It gives an occult kind of feel. You get so, and it does not make sense. Does not really communicate the the design. And there was one also that this Victoria Rizzi, when she released this song "Too Oil to Fail," there was a designer that did something kind of manipulation, making oil pour out of her mouth. It does not give a reasonable expression. So your imagery, your choice of manipulation should what suit the topic. You can't be designing about deliverance and you are putting two person doing boxing at the background. It doesn't make sense. Or you go and put palm tree. It does not make sense. I don't know if you get. So your choice of imagery and everything you are using should suit what the background. So if you look at this design very well, just like I said yesterday, if you are trying to replicate a design, study it first. So if you look at the design, everything you are seeing there, say something about the topic. Arrows in a quiver, you can see this from the first thing that should come to your mind that this has to do with war. All right. And if you are familiar with your Bible now, I know, well, I have some pastor's kids here. Your mind should go to children are the heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the word is and the fruit of the womb is the reward. Blessed is the man who has them in his quiver. All right. I should have added that Bible text, but it was not. It's optional. And look at the background. It's expressing war. Don't know very visible. It's blood, but it gives that feel of war. Okay. Then, secondly, there should be always point of attraction. There should be something that makes you to stop scrolling. Hmm? If you look at this now, the first thing that attracts you maybe is the guy holding the arrow. Am I right by saying that? So there should always be a point of attraction. Sometimes it might be, sometimes is it that you can't see, Abi, you can see which one? Esther. Who else is not seeing the video? Who else is not seeing the screen? Can you see my screen? Please, if you are not seeing, please log out. This person saying yes, sir. Please, if you can see it, just identify in the group. Can you see my screen? I want to be sure some people are seeing it. So let me know what to do. You can see it. Okay, Joel can see it. So if you are not seeing it, that means it's for your end. Try to log out and log in again. Maybe it's a network, or try to shift position. All right. So as I was saying, there must be a point of attraction. Okay. Let me see if I will get one or two design to explain that again. I think I should have some church flyers here. So sometimes your point of attraction might be the text format. Sometimes it might be the image used, and sometimes it might be the background manipulation. Hope you get. But there must always be what? A point of attraction in your design. Let's get that and get it straight. So you don't just design and people are struggling. There's nothing that makes them stop. That's the point. Nothing makes them stop to want to see who made this design. What can I learn from this design? Something will attract them, and at the end of the day, you start seeing they get to see every other details in the design. So these are the basic things we should put to mind. Okay. All right. So I have these three designs here. Look at it. So if you look at this design, the first thing that will attract you is the text format. We see Jesus. That is the first thing that we see. That is the first thing that will bring your attention. Then this one, maybe the background. Then this one, the text effect and the image and the background. So this is what we are talking about. There should always be what? A point of attraction. So let's get to Pixel Lab. So we are going to be making that flyer. All right, let me save this. Just like this one also, you can see the first thing that will attract you is the church invitation before you now start seeing every that in there. So now, what was my image size? Can I still remember? Let me bring in the. Let me get my image size. So my image size was 1186 and 1280. So note this. So when you are making your replication, you should note this. So let's get to work. So we have this. Now the first thing I brought in was that background. The background. Where is it? Okay. So just like I did now, if you want to know the image size, Esther, maybe you should try again. Try to change your location, log out and log in again, or put your phone to flight mode and on it again. So if you want to know the image size of any design, go to this side, click on this side, then click from gallery, just directly import the image. For instance, let's say I want to know the size of this image. I will just bring it in. It's automatically free give itself that size. Hope you understand it now. That has to give yourself know the design size. All right, so this is the first thing. I brought it in this way. Let me bring it in since we are replicating. You will never be the same. So here is it. I brought it in like this. Mm. So we have this. Now you can see there's a space here. So I'm going to blend. Let me lock it up. Who is that one unmuting his mic? Who is that one unmuting his mic? Okay. Can you also see my, who is not? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Joel, can you see my screen? Tango, can you see my screen? Billy, can you see my screen? Misuna, can you see my screen? Andy, can you see my screen? Ray. So some people are seeing, some people are not seeing. So you see, that's a problem now. So if you are not seeing, I believe it's network problem. You can see some people are seeing. So I believe it's network problem. All right. So thank you very much. We are going to get in touch with the recording later on. Okay. So let's get back to work. What I'm going to do now is to blend this place. I'm coming. 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 What I'm going to do now is to blend this. All right. I'm going to blend this place to the background. Okay. So follow me carefully. So to do that, what I'm going to do is to pick a shape, center, get a shape, change the title. Someone's mic is unmuted and it's distracting me. Now, let me do that again. See what I'm talking about. Someone's mic is unmuted. Who is that person? Pick cycle, reduce the opacity to 0. You can see it here to 0. Then scroll down, increase the stroke width to maximum. Then hold it here. All right. And reduce it, not too much. Reduce it like this. Scroll down, increase the blur radius to maximum. All right. Then, who is this one disturbing? All right. So now I have to change this color, that black, to the background color that suits it. So I'm going to pick color from that background I brought in, and I showed us yesterday. Click on this plus sign for the stroke color. Then click on this pen color 2, this one. Click on it, then click on that background. You can see those. So I need something like this that suits the background. Okay, I have okay, then I'm done. So I have a shadow effect. So what I'm going to be doing now is to be copying and pasting it here. Please follow me carefully. Can you see that? If you look at it now, you see it. Who is this human being now? So it's looking exactly like the background. Now you can see there's a little difference. Now what I did to change that difference is what? Pick a shape again. Now I showed us texture yesterday while I was doing that. Pick a shape like this. Then scroll down. Instead of color, click on gradient. All right. Click on gradient. Then click on this plus sign. Now, if you look at, we want to erase one part of that rectangle, the one inside the canvas. So what we're going to do, you see, there are some um, samples here like this. This one, this one is for this position we have now. Why this is the one we need now? All right. So we are going to click on it, and it will change. So we want to clean up this part, which is this. Right? Are you getting me? So we are going to click on that particular place and click on that color, this thing, reduce the opacity to 0. The third rectangle reduce to 0, and we have it this way. Then click on this part that we want the color to remain. Change the color to that background, just like we pick color the other time. So we have this, and we are good to go. So what we do now, go to texture, pick that background, that same background. All I'm doing is trying to blend the image. Well, okay. Where is it now? Sorry, it's not here. Should be on the downloads. All right. So this is it. Now I'm going to bring it this way and mark it. So you can see there's a cut there. Scroll down and increase the scale. So we have this. You can see. You can choose to reduce the opacity a little bit, and we have this. So any question from now? Don't worry, you even watch the video yourself. So we have this. Now the next thing I did now is to go to PSCC. Okay, there were two things I did in PSCC: the fire effect and the text effect for arrows in his quiver. Now, before I went to PSCC, you must have saved your arrow in his quiver as transparent, and I'm going to show you how to do that quickly. So what I'm going to do now is to save this. I think I have it saved already. I think I have it saved. So I'm just going to, let me check. Oh, I don't have it saved. Let me save it as project. So let me delete this first. Now, let me edit that background. What is it called? The text effect, to show you how you are going to save it as transparent. Okay, so arrows in is quiver. So we have this. Just bring it. Then go to your text. Select text. So select font. Now I'm going to send a video on how to download and import fonts to your Pixel app. Okay. So this is the font I used. Can I still remember? Yeah, this one. This was the font I used. So just save it. If you want to save it, click on this part. If you want to save it as transparent, click on this place. Then you will see this place showing transparent. Transparent, click on it. You can see the background has disappeared. Then you can save it like your normal image. Okay, and that's all. So now I've saved the image and I've saved the, what is it called, the text effects. Now let me bring it back. So I'm going to save this. Please stay with me. I have 20 minutes left. All right, I'm back. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Someone should confirm, please. Okay, the network took me out. Who is this one disturbing this group? All right, so let's continue. Now, I've saved this. Then, now you have to take note of the size. All right, that because that's the same size, you must use your PSCC. So I'm going to go to my PSCC. So click on this place that look like gallery. Click on blank document. The width is what 1186. Oh, shit. 1186. Then the height is 1280. So what I'm going to do now is to click on this place, then click on the plus sign, click on photo layer and photo this thing. Go to Pixel Lab and import that background I manipulated in Pixel Lab first. So here is it. Have it this way. It's not showing what I'm doing. What could be the problem? Showing my image. Can we cancel can I disconnect the class and connect again? No. Please disconnect and connect again. Let me see if it will work. Is it showing now? Is it showing now? All right, let's continue. So now, I'm here now. The first thing I will do is to click on this FX, click on sharpen, increase to maximum. That was the first thing I did here. Then the next thing I'm going to import now is the text. Bring in the text effect. Who is this saying no again now? What Joel, can you see the screen? So Tamti, maybe it should be from your end. Kindly change your position or do otherwise. So let's bring in the text effect. Oh, there was something I did not do well. I should have saved the color of the arrows in the scribble as like ash. I forgot to do that. So I'm going to use the one I saved earlier. So when you are doing it, will save it as ash because of the effect we want. All right. So we have this here like this. So we have this like this. Hope they are not spamming that group. All right. So now let's edit the text effect now. I'm going to make it 3D. Click on this FX. The first thing you're going to do is to go to photo site, change it to HD look. Look for it, HDR look. You can see that, right? So we have that. Then Still click on FX. Most of the thing we are doing is going to be on FX. Click on drop shadow. Go back to basic and click on drop shadow. Let's give it a shadow so that you look as if it will make it more visible. Okay. Don't make it blur, just too much. Increase it a little bit. You can see that, right? Let's reduce it a little bit. Let's shift the angle to 90, something like this. Let me increase the size a little bit. So the next thing I'm going to do again is to click on FX, then bevel, click on bevel, reduce the radius to 0, then increase the, no, did I really use this? Did I use this? I don't use this, so I think it's out of it. So the next thing we're going to do is to click on stylize, then click on posterize color. You can see, increase it to maximum, and maximum, we are done with that. Then the next thing we're going to do here is what does that do? Okay, go back to sterilize, click on ripple, increase the frequency, then increase the amplitude a little bit. Let's leave it at 30. Increase the, no, so something like this. Let me bring it down. Then still click on FX, go to photo, soft skin, increase it to maximum, intensity, increase it. Still click on FX. What else do we need here? I'm not satisfied with that drop shadow. Let me add a little bit. Yes, I think it's better. So now the next thing I'm going to bring in now is that fire effect. I think I'm done with that one now. Go to the fire, bring in the fire effect. Import it from wherever you saved it. So let's look for it. You, my Pascal. All right, this was the one I used. So the first thing, I'm going to change the direction, flip it horizontally, X flip. Then I'm going to make it cover like this. Just make it cover the face, mark it. Click on this plus sign side. Then this thing close to the plus, click on it. This arrow facing down, click on it. Then click on screen. You can see automatically. You can see that, right? Click on screen. Then what you're going to do now is to duplicate it. Click on this place again. Click on that same, click on the plus sign now. Then duplicate layer. Click on it. Now you are not going to allow it to be in that same place. It will be looking too much fireful. All right, so click on that and click on transform, then flip it back to this side. All right, it was like this before. Flip it back to this side, then bring it down someone like this. Now what you're going to do now is to give it a blur effect. Okay, give it a blur effect. So to give it a blur effect, click on FX, Gaussian blur, increase it. So we have something like I'm not satisfied with this one. So we have this. This is all we are going to be doing with PSCC. So we're going to be saving it. Click on done, save. Then to move it to your gallery, click on this arrow, save to gallery. Then go and click on that image. You want to change it to PNG. I explained why yesterday. Then click on save, and you're done with that. What we are going to do on PS, are you still with me? I only have 2 persons left here. All right, let's see, continue. So we are going to go back to Pixel Lab and bring in now. So we are going to change the background now to bring in, just import it. I have 17 minutes left. So we have this. So just save it and lock it up. Now you start adding your text. So what do we have? The logo. Now I did something here. I made sure that everything was aligned. And how did I do that? I used my grid line. Click on grid line and make sure that everything you are writing does not cross this place. You can see this one I'm moving, right? It's here. Okay, so that is advantage of that there. Then this one also should be here. Nothing. If you look at the one we are modeling, nothing crossed it. Okay, we want to bring it in. I just will be still the same size. You can see that, right? It's not the same size. Okay, so now when you are making your own design, you have to use an imaginary logo. You are not using the same logo. Just use something random, and what's important is you knowing the process. Okay. Oh my god. So this is the logo. I already removed the background. So I got this question yesterday. Now let me quickly show you, how do you use photo room to remove background? Click on it. So you see where it's showing transparent. Click on it. Which background I want to remove now? Let's say I want to remove this background. I'll just click on it and automatically do the work. Can you see that? All I'll do is just to export. That's why I say photo room is the best background remover for now. There are many other things they do with it, but it's not really a business for now. So let's continue. Now, if you look at this background, it's looking transparent, and I don't like, if I just keep it this way, it look immature. So what I did there was to pick a cycle, then bring this one to the front of it and place it this way. Now, click on this place down. I showed you yesterday. That redeem logo and the cycle, mark it and gum it, merge it together. Click on the merge button. So I showed us how to merge yesterday. So click OK, and you have the two of them as one. Both of them as one. So we have this. Okay. So let me reduce the size. Can you see that graphic design is very simple? So bring the text. Nothing is showing. Yo. Joel, can you see my screen? It's like you are the only one that is meant to be in this class today. Joel, can you see my screen? My screen is on. I don't know why. Joel, Mr. Joel, can you see my screen? All right. So, thank God. I believe it's from your end. Maybe it's your network. Try to log out and log in again and see if it will work. Or better still, change your position. So, the name of the church, the Redeemed Christian Church of God. I already have it saved. So what I'm going to do now is to change the color to make it visible. Scroll, you see color. I used black there, right? Yeah, I used black. Now I'm going to select a font. So I said yesterday you shouldn't use more than 2 fonts for your design. So we have this. Then the next thing is to bring the other logo in. I think I have that one saved under my Pixel Lab. All right. So here, I have to be fast as possible now. So change it to a more visible color. I spoke about contrast the other day. To not use a light color on a light background. So that's what we are implementing there. So a more visible color and position it to where it ought to be. Now it's not good if you look at the one I did, there's something demarcating them. All right. So how do you get that line? Pick a shape and reduce it to a thin line. Change the color to black and can see can reduce it more. Then use your position to increase to move it to that place. Reduce the size, go to relative size and reduce the height. So we have this like this. Shift this a little bit. So we have this. Now the next thing is to use expression. Use expression. So we have this. Change the color also to black. Then choose a font. Reduce the size. Now the space between them here is too much. I'll go to line spacing. Just scroll down here. Then reduce it a little bit like this. Position it there. Make sure it's touching that line. Remember the line we spoke about? Should be touching it. Then what's the next thing? Join us for copy. Let's quickly do that. Join us for. We are using red color there. Then the font. Pick a font. for my type of, so I'm going to send a video, the link to a video on um how to import font. Now, if you look at this place very well, it's looking as if it's cut off. So what I'm going to do, if you have that scenario, what you're going to do is go to scroll, you see padding, click on it, just increase it, and you see everything will be out. So I'm going to let me lock this one to avoid distraction. So when you're doing anything, if you are done with any of them, you can just click on this place, click on that padlock tool, and it becomes unmovable. So to avoid distraction, okay. So we have this here, increase the size. Hallelujah. So we have this. Then I'm going to copy that for service. Copy it, click on it, click on copy. Then what that save you the stress of going to choose font again. Service. So we have that there. So it's not the font I used. This was not the font. Let me get the font I use. I think it's orthography. Yeah, it's orthography. Let me change this as well. All right. So the next thing we're going to do now is theme. Theme. So you're just gonna type theme, and you bring it down here, change the color to black for contrast sake, reduce the size very well. It's not something that should be that visible. Change the font I use. You can see I'm using one family of fonts since. All right. So you can still reduce the size. Then let me see what I did there. Go to spacing, increase it a little bit. All right. So it will increase. Now let me show you something there. You can either increase the letters in case like this, or when you have a sentence, you can increase the words. All right. So just to click on the words or letters, whatever you want to increase the space between, then you can do that. So we have this here. Then what's the next thing? This Sunday. So what I'm gonna do now is to copy that service and see just add this Sunday. Okay. I'm gonna have that here. Now the next thing now is to create this rectangle. So go to shape, pick rectangle. I'm coming. Let me shift this. If you look at the edge, it's not sharp. Okay. Increase the radius. That's how to make the edge not too sharp. Increase the radius. Then the color. Two things you're gonna do here: reduce the opacity. If you look at it, it's as if the background is showing. Then red. See that, right? Let's increase the opacity a little bit. So we have that. So the next thing, if you look at it, there's a line demarcating them. Sorry, there's something I've not added. Scroll down here, add stroke. Change the color of your stroke to white. And we have this. Okay. So there's a line demarcating between the date and the time. Just like we did at the other time, pick a shape, reduce it to a very thin line. And are you following me? Oh, you're the only one left. That's serious. Network did something serious today. All right. So change. Okay. Use your position tool to centralize it to where and how it ought to be. It's not yet well positioned. So we have this. Now what I'm going to bring in now is go to text, Sunday 26th. Then under it we have October 2025. So give it a font, pick a font. This was what I used. Increase the space between them, just like we did for youth expression. Go to line spacing, reduce it, and keep it here. So you're going to copy the same font and use for your 4 p.m. So just bring it here. You can see the one under is looking small than the normal font. So I'm just going to type prompt. Reduce the size and choose the medium. Still reduce the size very well. Bring it directly beneath the 4 p.m. Then just like we did for what is it called? Go to your line spacing, then increase it a little bit. Just let it fit into that 4 p.m. Wait a second. So so I think we're almost done. The next thing now is to bring. Let me just type the location, the venue, RCCG strong so parish opposite GT Bank of EB Road, Karitaba State, Nigeria. So I have this and put it here. Now, if you notice, the down part is somehow dark. Now, I did that. If I'm just going to put this here, it's not going to be visible. All right. So I had to create a contrast. So how did I do that? This is what I did. Pick a shape, expand it like this, bring it down. Let it be within that jurisdiction, within that area of this thing. So scroll down, click on gradient, just like we did that manipulation that time. So the color, look at, I'm coming, let me go back. Let's say we have this, then you click on this. So we want, it's already there already. Let me go back and do it afresh. Pick a shape, bring it this way, scroll down and go to gradient. So we are going to be cleaning the up part, which is this place. Click on it, click on the color, then remove it, take it to 0. While this place, the color that fits into that particular place is kind of brown or shaded red, like that. So we have it like this. Can you see that? So I reduce the opacity a little bit. Let me lock it. So I'm going to bring this one to the front. You can see it's a little bit more visible now. So let's give it a front. So we do this. Then now the last thing we're going to bring in is the logo, or the location logo, which I already sent to the group. I'm already behind time. All right. So I have this. Reduce the size to minimal. So I have this. If you look at under the shadow, sorry, under the logo, there's something like shadow under it. I'm not yet satisfied with this. What is happening here now? Come, let me do that again. I don't know why this is doing this right now. It's not supposed to be showing that line. I don't know why it's showing. So let me just continue. What's important for you to get how it's been done? So if you look at the down part of the shadow of the logo, there's a kind of black this thing under. So how do you put that shadow? Pick shape, change to cycle, reduce your opacity to 0, increase your stroke width, reduce the size to something like this, scroll down, increase your blur radius. So we have this. So what you're going to do now is to click this place and bring it behind the logo. Click on those spots until it's movable. Bring it behind it. Then scroll to 3D rotate. X axis. You can see that. All right. It's making it look as if it's light down. Reduce the size and bring it directly under. Reduce the opacity a little bit. So we have that. And I think we are done with our design. So all left is to save. Don't forget as PNG, then Ultra. Any question? It's supposed to be in a class now. So this is what we have. I don't know why this line is showing. It's not supposed to be showing. If you notice the first one, it wasn't showing. The one I sent to the group was not showing. It wasn't showing. So I don't know why it's showing now. So this is what we have. For this your assignment, you have to replicate this as simple as it is. As simple as it is, you have to replicate it. Okay? Do you have a question? Do you have a question? Yeah, thank God. Sorry. We catch up. The image size was I think I screenshot it, right? Okay, I'm coming. Let me check it out. 1186 1186 by 1280. That is the image size. Waiting this man the type now. I think I should stop recording now.